Over a century ago, America opened Ellis Island to welcome millions of immigrants. That was the moment when the famous American dream was truly born and celebrated. But today, things have changed, and invisible walls now stand at the same gate. Long interviews, endless waiting, high rejection rates, and expensive fees block many travelers. Officials call it a procedure, but many people see it as an entry tax. This is not only about money, but also about feeling drained before entering. Families visiting children and retirees wanting travel must pay more without guaranteed approval. The US visa was once a symbol of hope, trust, and global soft power. Now it feels like a bright red bill, heavy with costs and disappointment. In the past, applying for a US entry cost only $21 per person. Today, the cost is $40, and in 2025, a $250 fee arrives. Chinese citizens must also pay an extra $30, making it even more expensive. The US government says the money helps border security and funds essential immigration systems. But people feel it's like parking fees raised often only to collect money. This burden always falls on ordinary travelers, families, tourists, and grandparents attending weddings abroad. Think about it. $250 can buy 2 weeks of gas for a truck. It can also buy a shopping cart full of food. Food items from Walmart stores. One Italian family joke, going to America feels like paying a fine first. The bigger problem is not only money, but the message, we don't need you. A US visa, once considered pure gold, now feels like Netflix with rising prices. Costs keep increasing, but the service and experience remain the same, or even worse. The waiting time for interviews makes the situation even more painful and frustrating worldwide. In some places, applicants wait more than 600 days just for an appointment date. Parents miss graduations, grandparents miss weddings, and families only watch through Zoom screens. From 2025, new rules will make interviews even stricter and harder to schedule. Most people must interview in their home country with no faster third country options. The reason given is security, but the real issue is too few staff. Outdated systems and low worker numbers make visa lines longer and longer every day. This does not only hurt travelers, but also businesses, students, and America itself. Companies lose workers, universities lose students, and families lose priceless moments forever. Even after a visa is approved, travelers face border checks on phones and laptops. In 2024, over 47,000 travelers had their personal devices searched by border officials. Though the number seems small, the psychological impact is heavy on many people. Nobody wants a vacation or business trip to begin with strangers reading private messages. Europe uses quick fingerprint or face scans, but America chooses deeper and slower inspections. Many now joke that US officers don't just scan fingerprints, they scan WhatsApp too. These stories spread fast and people see America as suspicious, not welcoming or free. Another big issue is high rejection rates even for complete and correct applications worldwide. Sometimes the only reason for rejection is the passport you are carrying with you. For Vietnamese citizens, the rejection rate was 25%, for India, about 11%. But for Liberia, it reached 78% higher odds than gambling in Las Vegas. This creates mistrust and unfairness, even for professors, business leaders, and respected academics. Stories like these spread everywhere and continue to damage America's reputation around the globe. What once was a dream is slowly turning into a burden for many families. By raising fees, delaying interviews, and rejecting applicants, America is pushing people away. The question remains who will pay the real price in the end for this. The answer is ordinary families, global businesses, universities, and America itself together. He was denied a visa to attend a conference in the United States. A few months later, the same conference invited him to speak on Zoom. He laughed sadly and said, "I can speak online, but not enter the country." The story spread fast and many people found it very ironic and unfair. For ordinary people, visas feel like a lottery based only on nationality. When chances are too low, people wonder, is it even worth trying anymore? A trip meant for opportunities, education, or family now feels like a risky gamble. The impact is not only emotional, but also very damaging to the economy. When people feel excluded, They choose other countries to study, invest, and travel. This causes money, talent, and opportunities to leave America and flow elsewhere. In the end, American people lose. Hospitals lack staff. Schools lack students. Businesses lack customers. A US visa once felt like a golden ticket, but now it feels uncertain. Today, it seems more like a lottery ticket you buy without any guarantee. If a nation wants global trust, can it rely only on luck for honor? This problem is not only about feelings, it directly damages the US economy. Here's the paradox. American companies need engineers. Hospitals need nurses. Universities need international students. But the visa system is stuck. Like traffic on a crowded Los Angeles freeway. Thousands of applications sit delayed, floating like ships waiting to enter a busy port. America is closing its doors at the same time it needs people most. The official reason is control, but in truth, it is just short-term politics. Instead of focusing on real economic needs, policies are built on fear and worry. As a result, skilled people with money and dreams are left standing outside. Hospitals without enough international nurses delay surgeries, and patients must wait in pain. Universities lose foreign students, so tuition rises, and American families take on more debt. Companies lose workers. Projects face delays, and contracts move to other countries instead. At an Ohio university, new fees cut Chinese student enrollments, forcing programs to close. Some people now say the American dream is turning into a missed dream. Other countries like Canada, Europe, and Australia welcome talent with simpler, easier procedures. The painful truth is ordinary Americans pay the price, not the politicians in power. Families face higher healthcare costs, rising tuition fees, and fewer job opportunities across industries. Why would a nation built by immigrants now choose a path of isolation? Has America forgotten its real strength came from opening doors, not closing them? Over a century ago, Ellis Island welcomed millions of immigrants who built modern America. The Statue of Liberty promised opportunity for all who dreamed of a better life. But new fees like the $250 visa integrity fee changed that bright promise. Dreams now feel like products. You can buy faster if you have money. America risks moving from promised land to just a toll station with barriers. If America rejects the world, one day the world will reject America. A veteran once wrote, "We fought for freedom. Now, my grandson must pay to prove honesty. Freedom once seen as a right now feels like a service that costs money." Some joke that the Statue of Liberty should hold a credit card machine. It sounds funny, but it is also sad and deeply painful to imagine. The torch that once symbolized freedom now risks being hidden by price tags. Worse, the US visa itself may one day lose its special value. Students may choose Canada, Australia, or Europe for easier, cheaper, and faster opportunities. Entrepreneurs may prefer Singapore for simple permits and a welcoming business environment. Global conferences may move from New York to Toronto, or Berlin instead. Tourists may pick Paris, Tokyo, or Rome, rather than face long US delays. This kind of loss is slow, silent, and almost invisible, but very real. By the time America notices, the Golden Visa brand may be completely gone. The final question is the American dream still worth dreaming today? If the golden ticket becomes ordinary paper, what will remain of that dream? America's true strength never came from walls, but from opening doors at the right time. Yet today, policies are quietly pushing the world away, instead of welcoming it. So, what do you think? Is America protecting itself, or building barriers against trust? If you had the choice, would you open the doors, or close them tighter? Please share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This video is commentary and analysis only based on publicly available sources. I do not represent any government. This is not immigration or legal advice. Thank you for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next video.